Okay, so I have a seed stage startup. It's called Tether.io, Tether with a Y. And recently, I was invited to pitch at a investors conference for the princely sum of a $400 monthly subscription, which was annual. It was an annual requirement, and that was a discount from the $600 monthly price.
So $5,000 a year or $7,200 a year, paid in advance.
Well, no, it was a commitment. It's a commitment. So you just pay the $400. But then when I went on their website, it was clearly said that if you cancel your annual commitment, you're responsible for the full commitment.
Okay, what's your question?
So that seems a little rich for my blood. And also it seemed like, if it's an investors club, we're the entertainment. And it's like
what's the name of this? What's the name of this scam? I mean, the company?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh, sure you want to tell me. Come on, let's go. Of course you want to tell me. Tell me.
Yeah, I'd be happy to tell you. You follow me on Twitter, and I'll send it to you. And
all right, just text it to Jack. I need to know the name of this thing. We need to know what this is. Yeah, you got to just tell us. Tell us. Come on.
I'll be glad to tell you. Off air. But so
No, tell me on air. Give it up. We have to out these people. These people are criminals. We must stop them.
That's what it seemed like to me. My background is in the film and reality TV industry, and there are all these kind of like predatory festivals.
Yes, of course.
It really felt like that.
Okay, and so I'll explain this all to you. If you are an angel investor or venture capitalist or seed fund or accelerator in the world, you are searching for great entrepreneurs and you're giving them money to get equity, to get on their cap table, because that's where the magic happens. Baller people do not need $500 or $5,000 right now. They need 5,000 shares for a penny each that become worth $5,000 each. And then you have a 10-to-1 stock split and then another 10-to-1 stock split. And all of a sudden they're sitting on millions of dollars after they gave you 50,000. That's what baller angels are doing. That's what everybody in Silicon Valley is doing. Anybody who is charging a founder is a loser piece of garbage. A loser and a piece of garbage. Because everybody knows that every penny a founder has should go into product, not into paying off a bunch of dipshit leeches who are pretending to be angels. And all you need to do is say, oh, that's great. I'm really interested. I'll do the pitch for free. If I get value from it, then I'll pay you. And they'll say no. And then here's your next teller. This is a giant.
That's exactly what I did. And do you know what they said?
Oh, we don't do that. We need you to commit.
They said, well, there's a dinner and an open bar.
I'm sorry. Are we here to get free food? I'm here to build unicorns and billion-dollar companies. Does anybody need hors d'oeuvres?
Yeah,
literally
exactly.
F these guys. F them.
Yeah.
And out them.
Okay.
And let's put sunlight on just how horrifically small these people are. This is a giant scam. Keiretsu Forum was charging people $5,000 out here to present. I knew people who did it because founders are ambitious and sometimes gullible and sometimes desperate and they need money. And they're like, well, I get 5,000, I'll get 500,000 back. It's worth the risk.
Right.
They would go, everybody would come after they pitched at Keiretsu Forum and they would, after they presented, they'd have like a little networking. They said everybody who came up to them, this is 10 years ago, oh yeah, I'm an angel investor and I run a search company. So if you need any talent, oh yeah, no, I run consulting, we do PR. Oh yeah, no, I'm a marketing agent. No, I'm a lawyer. It was all service people. And you ask them, what have you invested in? And they're like, oh, I invested in this company back in the 90s or in this company in 2005. And it's like, oh, how much did you invest? You're like, well, I gave them three free months of PR. They gave me 25,000 shares. These people are garbage. Young Startups was doing this. Some company, Young Startups, Keiretsu Forum. I have destroyed these people. I did it 10 years ago on the podcast. We can cut to me acting like a maniac on the show with an AK-47 in the first or second year. Message to Mike Scam Segal. I am coming for you. You will drop your fees. You will stop with the nonsense. Or I will put you out of business. And then I want everybody in the nation to link to it. So when anybody types Mike Segal into Google, this is the #1 thing that comes up. You do not charge startups thousands of dollars and percentage points in their companies just to pitch to angels.
That's insane.
It's insane, Gary Vee says. It's insane. We are coming for you unless you do what Keiretsu Forum did.
Why do they
lay down like the dog you are, Mike Segal?
You know what?
I am coming for you.
I'm not educated enough. Why are they able to justify that?
Because desperate entrepreneurs who are first timers, like the people calling into the program, they don't know any better in some cases, or they're desperate.
And what, these guys have enough brand equity? They made 1 win or 2 wins?
No, what they do is they have a cheesy looking website. They pretend they have all these angel investors coming. They wear a suit, whatever, and they don't know any better. End of the message. These people get me crazy. And you know what? Web Summit is one of these people as well. Web Summit, these scumbags, were charging people. They were going to my startups, my investments, and saying, it's normally $12,000 for us to give you 1 day in the demo pit, which they stole from me. And we're going to give you, whatever, these kind of meetings. But, we talked to the team and you're so great. We're not going to charge you 12. We're going to charge you just 4. And you get to bring 4 team members, and just don't tell anybody. And it's like, I told my founders, are you dumb? You're going to pay $4,000 for something that you don't need to do, and there's no investors there, and it's 99%, founders looking for money. You put yourself into a cattle call, and you paid to do it. It's so dumb. That's why we give away, look at what we do. We give away free tickets to the events. We give away free demo pits. We have Founder University. It's free. Why? Because we're playing the long game. We make more money on a unicorn than we could. One unicorn investment is going to make us millions, tens of millions, perhaps even over $100 million from one unicorn investment. That's what you get if you're an early seed stage company. Why on earth would you be playing the game for $500 a month from a 2-person startup? For the love of God. These people are garbage. It's infuriating.
Well, that's what I thought. I just wanted to confirm that.
Give me the name. Come on. Nick, you want to give me the name. Let's take these guys out. Right now, let's do it. Let's take them out right now. Me and you.
Let me send it to you people. But they did use a gold font on their website. It was like really, it was like so close to that, that Fire Festival, that club that he had before. It was exactly like that. Like they give you a watch, like if you join,
such garbage.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
All right, listen, what's going on with your startup Tether? I know you love the show. Thank you for calling. I appreciate that. Well, what's this Tether? Tell me about your startup. What do you do?
It's SaaS for streaming video. It's a little baby unicorn. It's
SaaS for streaming video. Yeah. So instead of using YouTube for streaming, you're like Wistia. You're like white label, private for businesses.
No, it's the opposite. It takes everything. It takes everything. It's a multiplier. It's not a disruptor.
Got it.
Everything goes in. It increases engagement. And it works as a work product. It's like going from a manual transmission to an automatic transmission for the user experience on video. It's awesome.
Awesome. And are you charging for it yet, or you're just an alpha right now, right? You're trying to figure out product market fit?
It's alpha, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show your media team it.
Great.
And if it's cool, they'll show it to you next week.
Fantastic. Here's what I suggest when you're doing the alpha testing and everything: charge people.
Yeah.
Charge people. Make it real. See if the product is good enough that people will pay. A lot of times people do these alphas and they do these betas and they don't charge, and then they get disconnected from that feedback loop. Ask people to give you their credit card. Charge them $100. You can undercharge them. That's fine, but charge them nonetheless. So they take it seriously and they respect you. That's my one piece of advice, since you didn't ask for it, but I'll give it to you.
That's really interesting. That's really interesting. I appreciate that. I thought also that the engagement would go up, that people would spend more time interacting with videos and such.
Video is getting huge, obviously, and any tools you can make around it are a nice business. If you can build a SaaS product, that's a monthly product that is a little more robust and does some full stack version of stuff, then it gets more interesting. And then if it becomes a platform or a marketplace, then it becomes super interesting. So a lot of times people start with a tool, then they build a product, then they build a solution, and then they build a platform or marketplace, right? And every time you
It's
can
like
make that
reading from
jump,
my business plan.
yeah, but every time you make that jump, you can add a zero to the valuation or total addressable market. So I encourage you to start with a tool. That's fine. Tinker around, solve a problem with the tool, but then try to build the full stack solution. So if you want to do Silicon Valley style empire building.
Yeah, I've got it all. You're preaching from my book. That's
you
that's awesome,
send me
man.
the name of those scumbags so I can go after them. I will destroy them on social media. I will make them
wait to see it.
rue the day they ever tried to take advantage of one of my listeners. I will destroy them. Get me that name, Jackie. All right. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate
Cool, man.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.